Oh, look at you, Junior Detective.
These Disney deleted scenes are downright scandalous. It's no wonder these controversial scenes were removed from our favorite animated classics. Wait until you see the last one. It's everything you wouldn't expect from a Disney movie. Check out these deleted scenes Disney does not want you to know about.
It's our only chance.
Toy Story 2. In the wake of the Me Too movement, there are many scenes from older films that just did not age well. One such scene in the gag reel at the end of Toy Story 2, the scene which was played at the end of the movie during the credits, is pretty cringe-worthy. It shows Stinky Pete in his box flirting with a pair of Barbie dolls. He pulls a total creeper move, telling the dolls that,
"You know, I'm sure I could get you a part in Toy Story 3.
Then he touches Barbie's hand, cementing his creepiness. Yeah, good call on cutting this one out, Disney. Evil Elsa. Most fans know that in the original concept for Frozen, Elsa was going to be the villain. There were a few scenes from the original Evil Elsa storyline that were downright disturbing. One scene in particular made it all the way to the storyboard process. It shows Elsa interrogating a couple of soldiers from Arendelle on her sister's whereabouts. She aggressively uses her ice powers to torture the poor guards.
Why are you on my mountain?
Which doesn't exactly send the right message to kids. Luckily, they revamped the whole story to the one we all enjoy today. The Black Cauldron. The Black Cauldron is particularly dark, especially for a Disney movie. But there is one scene that was just too scary to show young viewers. It shows these spooky undead soldiers whose flesh is boiling and melting off their bones. That would give Disney's young fans nightmares for sure. We're not sure what the animators were thinking with that horrific scene. After all, it's supposed to be a kids' movie. Mulan. This scene was so terrible that not only has it been deleted from the film, but there is no trace of its footage anywhere on the internet. It's a scene in which Shan Yu and his army raid a village. He orders them to eliminate every villager, including the pets. One of his soldiers tries to hide a canary in his coat, but Shan Yu catches him, feeds the canary to his hawk, and introduces the soldier to the pointy end of his sword. That's totally ruthless.
Your walls and armies have fallen, and now it's your turn.
It makes sense that Disney decided to make that scene vanish. Aladdin. Do you guys remember the opening song from the animated version of Disney's Aladdin? Well, it turns out the lyrics used to be very different and pretty racist too. The song is about the fictional Arabian city of Agrabah. The original song lyrics were, "It's a faraway place where they cut off your ear if they don't like your face. It's barbaric, but hey, it's home." Clearly, this paints a very negative picture of the Middle Eastern people, so they changed the lyrics to where it's flat and immense and the heat is intense. But they left the barbaric line in there. The new live-action version of Aladdin took the fix a step further.
I could just make you a prince.
Now, Will Smith sings the lines, "Where you wander among every culture and tongue, it's chaotic, but hey, it's home." There you go, Disney. It only took you 27 years to get it right, but hey, you did it. Tarzan. We all know that Tarzan's parents became jaguar food at the beginning of the movie, Tarzan, leaving him an orphan in the jungle. Thankfully, this scene happened off-screen. However, it almost didn't go down that way. There is a seriously disturbing deleted scene showing Saber the jaguar dragging the father's wounded baby away from a crying baby Tarzan. Yikes. Thankfully, Disney pulled the scene and left that part to the imagination. Fantasia. One shocking scene in Disney's Fantasia had to be cut due to some seriously bigoted images. They actually animated a centaur with a painted black face for the sunflower scene in the original movie. The little black centaur is waiting on a bigger centaur who has white skin and blonde hair. The studio ultimately cut the scene due to the stereotypical depictions of African Americans from that era. Disney probably wishes they could bury that controversial scene forever. Beauty and the Beast. Okay, this one is a bit less scandalous, but still worth noting. In the original animated classic Beauty and the Beast, there was going to be an 11-minute song in the middle of the film. The song was called Human Again.
Human again.
Human again.
Yes,
and it would have played during the halfway point of the film. It was a waltzy type song that Lumiere and his friends sang about wishing to be transformed back into their original human form. The filmmakers decided that the song dragged on way too long and just cut the whole thing. Bambi. We all cried when Bambi lost his mother in the unforgettable scene in the meadow, but the original version of that scene was even more gruesome and depressing. The deleted scene showed Bambi finding his mother's impression in the snow. Then he sees a hunter dragging his mother away. The studio decided that that scene was too lengthy and unnecessary, so they gave it the axe. Zootopia. Zootopia almost had some very dark scenes depicting its beloved characters in shock collars. They originally were going to go with the story that when a young predator reaches a certain age, he is fitted with a shock collar to curb any aggressive or excited behavior. Thankfully, Disney decided this would be way too intense for young viewers and scrapped the idea of the shock collars. That would have been super disheartening to watch, so they went with milder forms of prejudice and oppression in the film instead.
You know, if I wanted to avoid surveillance because I was doing something illegal, which I never have.
Which Disney deleted scene did you find to be the most controversial? Let us know in the comments. If you love all things Disney, be sure to subscribe to The Things, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Bye!